I don't know why. This is super weird. A world? Hello, everyone. It's probably like two of you. Hey, what's up? Get over it. Hello? Hey. Hi. How you doing? What's going on? I feel like my hair is not looking good right now. Story of my life. Hello. Hey. Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the 4 o'clock news. Okay, you guys. So for about 6, I'm thinking 7 years. I think this is like the 7th year. I think. Yeah. I don't know. For going on 6 or 7 years, I have been struggling at being natural. Okay. So, the struggle of me being natural has not been easy one so bit in these past couple years. And I'm kind of like shifting back and forth because it feels weird for me to be in front of camera right now because I haven't been in front of a camera in a very long time. In order for me to tell the story, I feel like it is only right that we talk about day 1 of me, not even day 1 of me being natural, but the day I decided to go natural. Sis, I decided that I was going to go natural the day I was putting a relaxer in my hair. You heard it right. I was putting a relaxer in my hair. I had went to the beauty supply store. I had already had maybe about 3 months of new growth. And I was like, ooh, I was like getting ready to wash and blow dry my hair. But I was like, ooh, it's feeling a little up there. Let me go to the beauty supply store and get me a relaxer. So that's what I did. Went to the beauty supply store, got a relaxer, started putting it in, get on the lash screen, and I'm just like, I should go natural. Well, this is a silly time of the thing, have I thought. But I was like, hey, yeah, let's go natural. This sounds great. So, with me being freshly relaxed, there's not really much I can do other than like go skin bald. No, I'm not doing it. So I decided that I was gonna grow it out. I was gonna transition into being natural, right? Because I was gonna shave it all off. So I am freshly relaxed, but I want to go natural. So I started, doing different hairstyles that I would normally not do. So I couldn't do a twist out, save my life. I wasn't really into like flexi rods or anything like that. And the idea of a bantu knot just seemed terrible to sleep in, honestly. So braid outs became my best friend, honestly. At that point in time, I could do a bomb braid out. My braid outs looked, but they looked so good because they were on freshly relaxed hair. That's why it looked so good, honestly. So fast forward 3 months, and I just thought, oh my God, Khrystina, you have grown so much hair in these 3 months. You're ready to chop it all off. Now, mind you, I'm supposed to be transitioning. Whoever told me to cut my hair off after 3 months of growing it, I'm an idiot. I just thought that I had all of this hair. Hopefully I will be able to insert some pictures into this so you guys can see. I had all this hair, all this beautiful hair. It was probably about like this long, in case I can't insert any pictures. And I was honestly expecting I was honestly expecting that I was going to cut my hair from like here to like here. And I was like, okay, that's cute. That's not that bad. No. And if you're, you know. I don't even know why I thought that I was going to have this much hair. What? Who made me think that? I don't know. I had about this much hair. this is the much hair that I had. This much. Well, after having that much hair, cut it off as I started cutting it, and I was just like, oh, well, maybe it'll stretch. Didn't stretch that far. It did not. Probably stretched about as far as this little piece of my hair in front now. That's about how far that went. And I was just like, okay, well, this is what we got. I lived with it. I think at this point is when I started taking the hair Xfinity pills, hair affinity, whatever those pills were called. I think at that point that's when I was taking those pills. But I only took those pills for maybe about 3 months. Never took them again after that, just because I couldn't keep up with the other hair growth that I was getting. Couldn't do it, wouldn't do it, no. Because it's not like you can just make it, the hair just grow up here. The hair grew everywhere, and I just did not have the time, the patience, or the energy to maintain hair growth on my body at that rate. And this is before baby girl was getting waxes and all that other stuff, so no. So we were taking hair pills, and I think so that was in within like the actual first year of me being natural. The day I decided to go natural, 3 months later, that first year, me taking hair pills and me like experimenting with my hair, trying to just see what it was gonna do, and I got some decent length. I started to get a little decent length. I am now in year 2, maybe 1 going into 2. I go into cosmetology school. I'm in cosmetology school. My hair's not as long as I want it to be, but it's okay because at this point I'm real heavy on like wearing wigs still. I love me a good sew-in. I'm doing braids. It's not just my curls. I was like doing these things, rotating in my curls, trying to like actually find like my product and find that good wash and go combo that I could never find, which we'll talk about why I can never find it maybe towards the end. So my curls just never really looked super good. I mean, they looked good to me then, but now when I look back on those pictures, I'm just like, eesh, these are not good looking curls. So yeah, in cosmetology school, my hair finally starts to get like some length on it, curly, and I am pressed. I'm like, ooh yeah. I'm like, mine's probably like about to the chin now, where I thought it was gonna be. I'm like, ooh yeah, I'm finally getting a little length on my curls. So what do you guys think I decided to do? If anyone says color it, you're correct. So I went to Paul Mitchell Cosmetology School, and at Paul Mitchell we do it in phases. So I was just finishing up protege, getting ready to go into adaptive. Like I was in that transitional phase. And if you didn't go to a Paul Mitchell school and you went to like another cosmetology school, or you didn't go to cosmetology school, I was like a sophomore becoming a junior, basically. You think you know everything in your junior year. You think you're smelling yourself now because you done gone through the freshman year. You done learned a little bit more your sophomore year. Now you're like, I basically own this school now because the seniors on their way out. That's how I felt about my hair. I was like, oh, because at that time I thought I knew better about my hair. So I was like, oh, I know all the products. I know how to take care of hair. I'm in here getting this bomb education. I know the products. It's gonna be great. There's nothing gonna happen to my hair when I color it. So we have a JPMS professional coming in the school. He demos on a doll red highlights, basically. Red highlights. He demoed red highlights basically, and I was like, that would be so cute on my curls. So he actually asked for someone who was, who had natural hair and who didn't mind going red. And I was like, sure. Now, my friend at the time, she knew my goals. So anytime anything crazy, I had crazy thoughts up here, because as you can tell, my thought process ain't over there. It's not. She would stop me from doing crazy things, but she wasn't at school that day. So I went on and did it. I was like, hey, I can do it. So remember I said he demoed highlights, which means like, oh, red piece here, red piece there, red piece there, you know, scattered. No, he gave me 1, 2, 3 back-to-back foils right here in the front. And actually, I might have been slicing it before. My hair might have been like straight this length, but curly, you know, it was about here, because my hair, hello, it shrinks. I'm about like this length of, you know, I lose about 50% of my length. So, you know, it was probably about like here. Oh, it's not drying here. No, it defies gravity. I have curls. So he gives me back-to-back foils. 1, 2, 3. He lightens these to about a level 7, 8. And then he proceeds to put red, bright red, right here in the front. So you can imagine what hot mess I looked like when I decided to wear my hair curly. And that's not even the worst of it, ma'am. No, ma'am. He proceeds to ask me if I want a haircut. Once again, not using my brain. Khrystina. Ugh. I say, yeah, sure. Give me a haircut. I'm trying to retain some length though. He says, oh, cool, doesn't matter. And I was like, you need a blow dryer? Now, you can cut hair curly, but he cannot. Sorry, just saying. And then he gives a speech about how he's a hairdresser. It doesn't matter about the formation of the hair. He's going to do the hair, blah, blah, blah. So he proceeds to cut my hair wet, not knowing what he's doing. It was a hot mess. I had something what they call a hole on this side of my hair. I had a graduation cut in the back, and I had layers on this side. So my hole that I had on this side, if you think about when you look at your hair from the side, you don't have as much hair from here than you do here. So when you transition in this area, it starts to slightly get thinner. He basically kind of cut me like this. Don't nobody want that. So when my hair was straight, it was like, ooh, ooh, like all this was the same length, and then this kind of let go, like, And then in the back, it was like shorter to longer. And then over here, there was like just layers. And it was a mess. So that year, this is year 2, I like to say that I had 2 bad haircuts. I had that haircut, then I had the haircut to fix it. I told the person that fixed my haircut, I was like, I don't really care about length anymore. Just go through and fix it so it doesn't grow out crazy, because I had a lot going on. Now, not only did I have that haircut and that bad color in the front, I decided 6 weeks later that this is terrible. I don't like wearing my hair straight, because I had to like actually wear my natural hair straight in order for it to look nice, because when I wore it curly, it just looked, hopefully you can see a picture, it just didn't look good to me. So I went blonde. I went blonde. We removed all the red, and I went blonde all over, just about, except for I had dark roots. Now, I love the blonde. I love being blonde, actually, and it fights me back all the time to this day, to not go back blonde, because I love being blonde. I feel like blonde is like my signature color, honestly. Yeah, so I went blonde, and I was blonde for about maybe like a year and a half, until one day I decided I didn't want to lighten my hair anymore, because I didn't trust anybody to do it again, because I knew what the lightener could do to my hair, because at this time I understood that I had fine strands, and they don't really take nicely to lightener, because I realized that my curls had kind of changed and had kind of loosened up, and I didn't like it. I didn't have like the ringlets anymore. I kind of had like C's, and it just wasn't what I got used to. So I was like, I don't want to be blonde anymore. I don't want to have anybody color my hair blonde anymore. So I decided that I was going to cut it out. So I started getting haircuts about every 6 to 8 weeks. So basically your hair grows maybe about like an inch, a half an inch to an inch every month, depending on like where you are in the hair growth phase. So for that entire like year or so after me being blonde, I'm slowly cutting it out to where I no longer have the blonde. So eventually, of course, that time where I'm cutting that out, I didn't retain any length, because at that point I was just more so focused on getting out the blonde. Now within that time of me like trying to get out the blonde and, you know, whatever, I am of course not happy with my length, because it's not what I want. So I'm kind of like wearing my hair up in poofs and braids and wigs, but I'm not like really taking care of it at all. It was just like whenever you see me wear a poof, that might have been like when I washed my hair, but I would like wash it, stretch it out, put it in braids, take the braids out, put it in a wig, and then wash it. Like at this point, from that point on, like I'm not really taking care of my hair like that. I want to say I didn't really see any growth just because I just didn't care. But it wasn't up until last year where I was like, I really want to focus on healthiness and growth for my hair, and that's what I did. So I decided that I was going to use low heat, not no heat, but low heat. I'm not really going to be flat ironing my hair like that. I didn't do like the where you use like the detachment on your blow dryer when you blow dry your hair. I started doing like the tension method where you kind of like stretch it out and then blow dry it on low heat like that. That's kind of how I was like blow drying my hair in order to like put it in 2 cornrows. 2 cornrows was definitely a style that I did a lot. Also 4 cornrows up under a wig, but I had to take the wig on every night because I hated wearing wigs. I also had switched to satin pillowcases because I don't like to wear a scarf on my head now. Just saying. I hate wearing a scarf. So I figured in order to get rid of the cotton that I had on my pillows, gotta switch to satin, which honestly I feel like I seen a lot of growth from there. And yeah, so like I was just doing things where it was like low tension on my hair. I was still kind of like wearing wash and goes because I have finally started to understand how to style my hair and how like actually take care of it, and how my curls can like actually look good, juicy, moisturized, just like curls. Yes, finally has started to get there. So I was still like wearing wash and goes, but it was just like low manipulation, low heat, and that's what I started doing on my hair last year. And I have finally, once that year was over with low heat, no heat, low tension hairstyles, once that year was finally over, you guys, and the summer had hit, because I was like, I'm gonna wait till the summertime because I can't do wash and go in the winter. So I might have did it for like a year and a half maybe. But once the summertime had hit, once it started to get warm, it was more like spring, it wasn't summer. I finally did that wash and go. My hair was thriving. My curls looked great. It was beautiful. They were a good length. I was like, yes, I am happy. Curls was looking good. But then you guys, I went to a wedding. If you're thinking that I straightened my hair for this wedding, ding 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 ding, you are correct. Yes, I did. I straightened my hair for this wedding. Why did I do that? I don't know. I'm dumb. That's what I am. They call me a hairdresser. So for the hairstyle that I was trying to go for, I really wanted like one side super slick, pinned over and curled. Now, did I look like that by the time I got to the wedding? No, because it was super hot, extra humidity. As soon as I stepped outside, it was like, so it didn't matter. I had flat iron and hot combed my hair. Why did I pull out a hot comb? Why did I pull out a hot comb? I didn't need it. Pulled out a flat iron, pulled out a hot comb. I put out the flat iron to curl my hair. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to curl it, and then I'm going to go out with the hot comb. I'm going to smooth it out in the areas that I need to be smoothed in out, pin it in, do my thing. It's going to be good, right? No. It did not matter because by the end of the wedding, I looked like trash anyway. And little did I know that from that day, I was going to have heat damage. So I decided that I wanted to go and rock my curls because, you know, they're finally thriving. They're finally looking good, nice, and healthy. I go wash my hair, and I have straight pieces right up at my roots. Like, it's like straight here, but it's still curly down here. And I got, you know, just like random pieces straight here, but still curly down here. And I'm just like, what the actual fuck? So I go into panic mode and I go to Sally's and I buy the Alpha G treatment, protein, trying to deep condition, moisturize, protein, clay, whatever my hair to trick that hydrogen bond. Is it the hydrogen bond? I think it's my salt bond, actually. I'm trying to trick one of those bonds in my hair to come back to life. I'm trying to wake them up. I'm in there doing CPR on them and they're not waking up. They're not bouncing back. It's official. I have heat damage. Once that bond is broken, it's broken. It's not coming back, and that was me. So, once again, I wasn't just going to shave off my hair all over the place. So I decided that I was going to wait to cut it off. Now at this point, I'm doing something a little bit different because I don't have heat damage all over the place. I just have it in some places. And I refuse to lose the length that I have worked so hard to achieve. So I figured, hey, just cut the places that have the heat damage. Won't look that bad, right? People assure me that it doesn't look that bad and that they don't notice it until I say something, but to me it looks bad. So I decided to cut my heat damage off last month. Hopefully I can roll the tape of me cutting my heat damage and what it looked like, because honestly I was looking like a stringy mess. I couldn't keep wearing that, so I cut it off. And that leads to where we are now, the 7-year struggle. So I decided that because last year was such a really good year of me doing low heat hairstyles, protecting my hair, and it actually growing, and I know that it's proven to work for someone who has low porosity hair, fine strands, and if you care about hair typing, it's about a 3C, 4A hair texture, and you want it to grow and you've been having trouble, then that is what I am doing this year on YouTube. We'll release up until May, because you guys know that when I get to work, I get busy. I do work 2 jobs. But because I'm going to be taking care of my hair, why can't I just turn on the camera too? I can do that. So my next video, of course, it's going to happen because I'm quarantining and I got to wash my hair. I ain't got nothing better to do. It's actually going to be with some curly clips that I actually ordered for my hair, because I still love my curls, but just right now they're in recovery mode and they don't look good to me. I don't care what anybody else says, they just don't flow right. So I ordered me some curly clips. I ordered them in a 16-inch. We'll talk about the clips in the next video. But yeah, so that's gonna be one of my forms of like hairstyling that I didn't actually do last year. The braids, of course, and you know, just taking care of your hair, and yeah. So that is where I am right now. If you guys enjoyed hearing the struggle of my 7 years of being natural, the fight, please give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate you for watching it. Let me know if you have struggled being natural as well, and how long you've been struggling being natural. If you haven't been able to get any growth, let me know down in the comments below. I would like to know that I'm not alone, because it just feels like all of these beauty hair gurus are just like out here dominating, and they like, oh, I've been natural for 3 years and I'm already waistline and I have all this hair, and I'm just over here like, my dumb self keep doing all this dumb stuff to my hair.